Hi, Scrapbookers. This is Megan, and I am back with December Daily, days 5 through 11, and this time I am doing them with pictures. So for this day, I had forgotten to let my boys pick out the candy from the advent calendar for the days 3 and 4, and so on this day they got to have 3 pieces of candy in the morning, and they were so excited. And Jonas, my oldest, which is in that top picture on the far left, he's holding up his hands, and he has the number 3 in his hands. And so I just thought that was really cute that he was so excited that they got 3 different kinds of candy that day. And then on the bottom picture, it's just a closer picture of Brennan and Tinian pulling out the candy. So that was fun. And this page was really, really simple, really easy. And I just used an extra cut apart that I hadn't used yet from the kit. And I'm going to do my journaling on there. And it's just explaining exactly what I told you, how they were excited to get 3 pieces of candy that morning. Now, this is the second time that I've done this voiceover. I swear that I already did it, but I couldn't find the voiceover that I did before, so I don't know what happened to it. Okay, I was trying to add another picture on there because that day we also went to the boys' friend's birthday party that lives down the street. I have a really good friend who lives down the street about 3 houses, and she has 3 kids, 2 girls and then 1 boy that are around the same ages as my boys. And so we're always, hanging out with them, playing with them. Her kids are at my house, my kids are at her house. So I wanted to include that we went to Hunter's birthday party, but there just wasn't enough room on this page. So now I am going to put some washi tape down there on the bottom of the journaling since it didn't go all the way to the bottom. And then I'm going to pull out some of the silver glittery stickers that I used on page number 4 or on day 4. I think they're called Sicily, and I believe they're from American Crafts. You can see them right there. I just pulled out 3 little dots for like periods and stuff like that, and just kind of use those like enamel dots. And that is it for that page. Now I'm going to move on to day number 6. For this day, my husband and I went out on a date, and we went to a place called Mongolian Grill. It's one of my favorite places to go, and so on this day we went there, and I had my husband take pictures of our bowls filled with noodles. And I don't know if you guys have anything like this where you live, but the way we do it is you fill up the meat and the vegetables on the bottom of the bowl, and then you put the noodles on top, because then you can stack the noodles on top and they don't fall off as much as the vegetables would if you had the vegetables on top. And then that top picture is just a picture of the guys that were cooking it as they were cooking our noodles and stuff. I just added some enamel dots to that bottom picture. And oh, I pulled out these. I got these for Christmas. My husband gave me these in my stocking. Or no, not in my stocking. Just as a Christmas present. He gave me some crafty stuff. And so I was trying to use them to pick up the littlest, teeniest one, but it wasn't working. And so I ended up just using my fingers anyway. So now I'm done with page number 6, and I'm going to move on to page number 7. For this day, I just had one picture, and it was a picture of my husband and my boys gathered around him playing a video game. And it's just my husband is playing the video game, and my boys are watching him. I don't know if that's weird. I don't know if your kids do that, but my boys just love to sit and watch my husband play because he's a lot better than they are, and so they can actually enjoy watching them play, whereas when they play, they get frustrated. Like, there are some games that they can play really good, and they do love to do that, but not all of the games that my husband does they can play. So here it was, I think it was after church, and they were just hanging out, watching, and so I snapped a picture because I thought it was funny. And then I had this So Very Blessed. I'm not sure where I got that from, actually. It might have been from an Elle's Studio pack or something, but I decided to put that up there at the top, and then I'm going to cut it off a little bit because it was too big. And now I'm going to start embellishing. I pull out one of these. What are those called? Leaves, the silver leaves that came in the kit. And I was having a hard time with my glue. I think it was going, like getting to the end of the bottle, and so I pulled out this aqua one, and I glued down these stars. And the stars, I don't think those came in the kit. I think I got those from my stash. But I just thought that that would give it a little bit extra something because it had the paper, the red paper had the stars going down the side. So I liked that little extra touch. I'm going to also put some on the number 7 as well down at the bottom. And then that will be it for this page. I'm so excited. I only have one more video for you, so we're getting towards the end. And I have a lot of other videos that I want to start sharing with you guys, so I'm really excited about this. Okay, now on to day 8. For this day, my son Tinian on the left there, he's my 4-year-old and my youngest. He loves to bother the dog. And when we eat dinner, if he doesn't want to finish eating dinner, he will get down and play with the dog or, bother him or, whatever. And so on this day, we decided that in order to get Tinian, my 4-year-old, to finish eating his dinner, we would offer them Kiwi Loco as a dessert and an incentive to eat. So I just journal about that. And then that page is done. I really love the simple pages. They're my favorite. Because I've already put so much work into all of these pages that it's nice that I can just go and add the photos and not have to worry about anything else. For this layout, I had a little bit of trouble doing the journaling. I just wasn't sure if I really liked it being on both sides of that bottom picture, but I ended up just doing it anyway. And that page is done. Now I'm going to move on to page number 9. And for my pictures, I did a lot of collages. I just made them up in Photoshop and then sent them to Sam's Club and got them printed. I got all of them for free because Sam's Club is doing a special where if you sign up a new account, you get 50 prints for free. And so I signed up my husband because I had already been signed up, and I got all of these images for free. So that was awesome. And I still have like some left over. There was like a problem with my order, and so they actually added 75 more prints to my order, so I can go and print some out for scrapbooking for free. So I'm way excited about that. That'll be awesome. Okay, so this is the day that I was sick, and I had been sick this whole week, I think. It started on Sunday, and Monday, Tuesday, I was sick and just wasn't feeling very well. And I think the 9th was a Tuesday, and so on this day, I was just kind of laying around and eating saltines and drinking 7-Up and watching scrapbooking videos. Hang on real quick. Sorry about that little interruption. So onto the layout, I had a sick day and I was watching YouTube videos, drinking saltines, and 7-Up to help me feel better. And my son was at school that day, and I had a friend actually watch him until about noon, I think, so that I could sleep and just rest and not have to worry about taking care of him, so that I could just get feeling better, which helped a lot. I felt so much better after a whole morning of just sleeping and lounging around and not having to do anything. So that was nice. And I decided to put the title right on the picture. I just really liked how that looked. And I just had it be sick day. Then I'm going to use this picture of my dog Sirius. He felt really out of sorts that day because I was just kind of moping around and just hanging out and laying and not being normal. And so he was kind of just mimicking what I was doing and just having a lazy day. So I just thought that picture was funny. And so all of these little stickers say happy things like, joy, play, winter magic, happy. So what I did was I just crossed them out. So that, because it wasn't real, I mean, it was a good day after I was feeling better, but it wasn't that great of a day all in all. So I just thought that would be kind of funny to just cross them all out. And here I'm just journaling about the day. And then that layout is done. And that night, around 10 o'clock on the 9th, my son Tinian woke up and was just throwing up nonstop. So that was a lot of fun. That night of the 9th and then the 10th in the morning, I was just up all night with Tinian, and he yeah, he threw up like every hour, and so I was afraid to go to sleep. We slept on the couch, and I actually just stayed up watching some movies, and uh, he slept, but then he would wake up, every once in a while having to throw up, and so it just wasn't a fun night. And the next day, I just slept all day long. So I took these two pictures in the morning. Well, the top one in the morning when I was getting the other kids ready for bed. Tinian was just kind of laying in his bed and just not feeling so good. And then the second picture is of Tinian at about 1 o'clock. He started to feel fine, like he ate a normal lunch and was just running around and playing and being his normal self. And I just thought that was funny. He kept asking to play Tendo Land, because that's what he calls Nintendo Land, that game. And so I thought that was cute. So I took a picture of him with the game. We didn't actually play it during the day. We waited until that night to play it. So yeah, so I just am doing some journaling on all of those cards. And on that little skinny one, I am just going to put a little title, and it's going to say Sick Tinny. And I'm going to use those same gray or silver sparkly alphas. Silver sparkly thickers, I guess I should say. And that T, I didn't actually have a T, so it was a 7, I believe. And I just cut off part of another letter and put it on there with it, and I'll just glue it next to the 7. I'm just trying to figure out which way I want it to go, and I decide on making it go sideways. And I really like how that turned out. Just to make sure they stick, I am going to put the Aqua Tombow Mono glue on it. The reason I bought the Aqua kind was because you got more, and it was the same price, possibly even cheaper than the white Tombow Mono glue. So I figured I would try this out and see if I liked it, and I think I do like it just as much as the white Tombow Mono glue. So I'm just gluing all those pieces down, and then I'm going to stick it back in the pocket, and I am done with days 9 and 10. We will move on to day 11, and that's the last day for this video. So now I'm just putting the 9 and 10 away and pulling out 11. And looking through the pictures, and on day 11 we took our family pictures, and we decided to go outside and do them, and I had a 4x6 of my boys and then a 4x6 of the family picture, and I really wanted to use the family picture, but since it ended up being so big, I didn't have enough room to put it on a 4x3 card. So I just cut down the picture of the boys really small and put that on one of the 3x4 cards instead. That picture up in the top left-hand corner is just pictures of decorations, and I thought it would be fun to take pictures of our decorations and put them in my December Daily album. So that's why I took those pictures. I was thinking I was going to round the corners on that picture of the boys, but I ended up not. And then I'm going to put it away, and now I'm going to glue down that, oh, I guess I'm going to fiddle with which picture I want, because there were two different pictures. There's two different areas in my living room where I have decorations, and so I took pictures of both of them. And I decided that I wanted to cut out the 11 and put that up where Merry Christmas is, and then put the picture over on the green card. I really liked the Merry Christmas card, so I wanted to not cover up the Merry Christmas, so that's why I switched that up a little bit. And so now I'm just going to glue everything down. And that is it with this page. Oh, I do a little bit of stamping with this Dear Lizzie rotary stamp. It just says the best, and I stamp it twice, and that is it. So thanks so much for watching. I will be back tomorrow with my very last December daily photo process video. Sorry, I can't think. So thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.